Released over the European session. What's happened this morning, Darren?
Well, I think we could rename today PMI Wednesday, because very much that's been the data in focus, starting with China services flash PMI. So the service industries in China, this is the early read of how they're doing, and they've come in, well, that number's coming very well.
Ahead.
Yeah, 52.9 against 52.3 in March, and I think that 52.9 reading was better than most people would have envisaged. It's a 4-month high, and it just suggests that there's maybe a two-tier Chinese economy now, with the more sort of modern service businesses doing pretty well. A lot of that could possibly be put down to the performance of Chinese equities recently in stock trading, but it sort of suggests that maybe the service industries are doing better than the traditional old manufacturing businesses in the Chinese economy. And that good news wasn't just contained in China. There was a bit of a spillover into Europe. Spanish services PMI for April came in at
much better.
60.3 versus an expectation of 57.4. So that's the second set of economic data that we've had out of Spain in recent weeks that really suggests that their economy is finally starting to turn around quite quickly. Clearly, one figure, one reading isn't enough to base a decision on, but as I say,
step in the right direction.
Yes, obviously, absolutely right. And here in the UK, last economic data really proper before the election tomorrow. Our own UK services PMI for April comes in at 59.4. Again, that's better than was forecast. 58.5 was the forecast. So perhaps a last-minute boost to the chances of David Cameron in tomorrow's all-important vote. And as ever, the Greece story rumbles on. Perhaps surprising some people, Greece actually managed to make a 200 million euro payment, I believe it was, to the IMF today. Meanwhile, the ECB is debating its emergency lending to the country. We may hear in the next day or so some kind of decision on whether it will proceed with that, whether it's going to tighten the terms that the Greeks can borrow emergency money on to try and turn the screw on the government, as it were.
Understood.